Some really interesting comments by Wayne Rooney about Manchester United. He made them on Monday Night Football for the Crystal Palace and Arsenal match, and he was pretty insightful, quite interesting watch. He says that he thinks that Sir Alex Ferguson's presence is difficult for Man United managers, and this has been a theory, a school of thought that Sir Alex is still in the club and he still has some power in the club, and Rooney thinks that his presence is just overbearing. Rooney said, I think it's obvious he's still involved in some way. You see him at games and naturally he brings pressure to whatever manager goes in. But you've had Van Gaal, Mourinho, Solskjaer, and probably for Ollie it might be more difficult because he's played under him. But if you want to manage Man United and you are at Manchester United, you have to do it your way. You can't go back to Sir Alex. You have to do it your way and make them decisions. And I mean, Rooney's probably really well placed to see that because he played under Mourinho, Moyes, Van Gaal. He didn't play under Ollie, I don't think. So, yeah, maybe he's right, but, you know, I think he also witnessed Sir Alex retiring. So he said, when Sir Alex retired, I think everyone knew it's going to be difficult. Moyes came in and it didn't work out. Van Gaal, Solskjaer, we've had good managers, but Man United is a different club to many around the world. It needs someone to come in with that time to get the club back to where it deserves to be. It's not going to happen if you keep changing managers every 2 years. So yeah, wise words from Rooney. I don't think that Sir Alex's presence is an issue. I think the single biggest issue is probably player recruitment. If you don't, I think player recruitment probably is 80-90%, because I think people overestimate the impact of managers. Managers can have a massive impact on an individual game, but over the course of a season, over the course of 5 years, the player quality is going to really show itself. So obviously, you can tactically outsmart someone in a game, or you can go on a 10-game run, but generally over a 5-year period, 10-year period, and we're talking about a 10-year period since Sir Alex, the quality of the players will come out. I think a manager probably has a 5%, 3% impact, and the 80-90% is player recruitment. Do you recruit the right players for your system with the right physicality, the right skill set, the ability to be tactically doing what the manager wants to do? That's something that if you miss a little bit, you feel it. And if you get it right, it's not always the money, it's the type of player, that's the attitude of the players, the hunger. And also, there's an added dimension of playing for Manchester United, whether people like it or not. This is by far the biggest club in England, and it's also probably the biggest club in the world. It's the biggest supported club in the world. And that pressure, some people completely and utterly collapse under that pressure. You've physically seen it with United have bought some good players who can't deal with it. And I believe that half of the current squad, they're not really United players. I think Maguire is folded under the pressure. I think Shaw folds under the pressure. United, since Sir Alex, in January 2020, since Sir Alex has gone, they've had a 3-week period where they were top of the league and they could have gone for the league, right? And what did they do? Man City just pulled away because these players, they're not psychologically strong enough or good enough to actually mount a challenge. They've not even mounted a title challenge. You say that Mourinho finished second. I think he was 19 points behind Man City. We weren't near. City beat us in November, I think, and it was over. They had us 10 points, 15, 20 points gap all season. We didn't land a glove. So I think Sir Alex's presence isn't the issue. It's the type of players you're buying, and also allowing a manager. 2 years isn't enough. It's literally a 5-year job. It's a 5-year job, and it's about 3 years of sucking eggs, 3 years of watching terrible football and trying to bring on a new team, new players. So I think Rooney's right, but I don't agree with his comments on Sir Alex. What do you think? Do you think Sir Alex is a hindrance to the new manager? Please comment below.